Hi everyone. Today we're going to build this incredibly simple double planter bench with step-by-step instructions. If you're looking for projects that are cheap to make and sell for high profit, this is the project for you. This bench is built from 8 2x6s only. That's $60 worth of wood. I set the price on this at $300, so that's a 400% profit. It's an easy build and a great project for beginning woodworkers. Perfect to make to hone your skills and a great product to add to your woodworking business, just in time for summer. So we're going to walk through how to build this double planter bench with step-by-step instructions. If you shoot me a message in the comments, I'm happy to send you the plans as well as a full cut list.
Shut up.
So here we are at Home Depot, my home away from home. I love this place. So we're going to be picking up our supplies here. So all you need is 8 2x6s for lumber. These things sell for $7 a piece, so that's $60 worth of wood. For other materials, all you're going to need is 3-inch exterior screws. Grab a 200 count box, wood glue, stain of your choosing, pre-stain, and spar urethane. And that is absolutely all you need. That's the beauty of this project. It is simple, my friends. For this step, guys, we're going to be breaking down our 8 2x6s. And your cut list is going to be 3 pieces that are 36 inches long by 1.5 by 1.5. 1 piece that is 59 inches long by 1.5 by 1.5. 1 piece that is 56 inches by 1.5 by 1.5, and then 130 pieces that are 11.5 inches long by 1.5 by 1.5. So the good news is it's a fairly simple cut list, but it is pretty repetitive because you're going to need to cut 130 pieces at the same length. But let's get to work. For this step, we're going to assemble 32 boxes made up of 4 individual pieces that are 11.5 inches long by 1.5 by 1.5. These are going to get stacked to create your 2 planters. We're going to use 3-inch screws that are going to be hidden by 3/4 inch walnut pegs. This will create some nice contrast for the bench as well. So set up your drill press to make repetitive passes. You want to use a 3/4 inch Forstner bit to drill your holes, and you want your holes to be 0.75 inches from the end and 0.75 inches in. Take 4 pieces at a time and make sure they're uniform height. Then add your 4 holes to the ends of your pieces. Next, take those 4 pieces and put them together on a flat surface. Take a drill bit that is the appropriate diameter for the screws you're using and pre-drill a hole in all of the holes you just created with your Forstner bit. Now drive in a 3-inch screw into this hole and make sure your parts stay aligned while you do this. You're going to need to do this 3 more times to create one quote-unquote box. Now you're all set to add your walnut pegs. Just put in a dab of wood glue, tap them home with a mallet, and you're all set. Now just repeat this process 31 more times to get your 32 total boxes. This part of the process I really enjoy in woodworking. You kind of have a bunch of parts to make. It's not complicated. You know what you need to do. And you can just get lost in the process. This is really where I find my chi in woodworking. Step 4, adding roundover profile to boxes. To do this, I used a 3/8 inch roundover bit in my router table, but if you don't have a router table, you can also use a palm router to do this as well. You want to add a roundover to the top and bottom of each box. Your bench frame is going to be 59 inches long by 13 inches wide by 1.5 inches tall. To make this, you're going to assemble it similar to how you assembled your quote-unquote boxes in the previous step. The difference is it's going to have a 59-inch piece in the front, a 56-inch piece in the back, and then two 11.5-inch pieces on the side. Drill your holes for your screws and walnut pegs where I've indicated in this picture, and it should come out something like this. In this step, you're going to take 12 of your quote-unquote boxes built in the previous steps and assemble them. To do that, first place 2 boxes down. Your first box should have a walnut peg on the left, and remember the second box is going to have a walnut peg on the right. And you're going to alternate the pegs with each successive box. Make countersunk holes for your 4 screws so you can screw the second box into the first box. Repeat this process until you have 12 boxes stacked. At this step, you're going to want to add support pieces for a plywood shelf that you're going to insert. Grab 8 4-inch long scraps that are 1.5 by 1.5 inches and install them in the spots indicated in the photo below. For this step, you're now going to take your bench frame and attach it on top of your double 12 stacked boxes. Take care not to disrupt the pattern of your alternating walnut pegs when you put this piece on. Drill your countersunk holes and attach the frame. Then add 3 36-inch bench slats and put blocking in between them. All right, just a quick tip. These bench cross support pieces, pre-sand them before you get them installed because once they're installed, you're gonna have 1.5 inches between the slots and you're not gonna be able to get a sander in there. You're gonna have to sand them by hand. It's gonna be a pain in the butt. By the way, I'm not sponsored by Monster, but you know, I'm drinking a Monster. It's in the video, so I'm just saying, if you wanna sponsor me, Monster, might be a good choice. Whatever. All right, let's get this sanded. Take at least 3/4 inch plywood and cut 2 pieces that are a touch shy of 10 inches by 10 inches. These 2 pieces can then be placed inside the boxes on top of the supports you placed in a previous step. Screw those in place. This step is very simple. You're going to have 4 more quote-unquote boxes to install on each side. You're going to install those the exact same way you did in step 6. When you get to your very last box, you're going to drill 4 3/4 inch holes on top, centered. You're going to be placing screws in these to screw the top box directly down into the box before it, and then place walnut plugs to cover those up. Sand the project using 80 grit, then 120, 180, and 220 grit sandpaper. Since this is pine and is a softer and blotchy wood, first apply a coat of pre-stain conditioner. This will ensure an even looking finish when you apply your stain. For stain, I chose Golden Pecan by Minwax. Apply 1 coat of this. Then, since this is an exterior piece of furniture, apply 3 coats of spar urethane to protect it from rain, sun, and temperature changes. That wraps up today's video, guys. If you enjoyed this video, check out this video on 3 more great projects that you can make using scraps in your shop and sell for high profit as well.